I want to welcome TCPEA members and visitors. I hope everybody is having a great summer. We're getting ready to embark upon a new way to do evaluation in the state of Texas, and we have our teachers have their own system in place. It's getting a lot of attention right now, the T-TESS, but principals undergo the T-PESS. Standard one of the T-PESS is Instructional Leadership. And Instructional Leadership, which is one of the most important and most difficult things that a principal does. And they talk about in Standard 1 that the principal is responsible for ensuring every student receives high quality instruction. It doesn't say they do it. It says that they provide the systems in place to make sure that teachers have what they need to impact student achievement to the highest level possible. And therefore, when you look at Indicator 1A, it talks about the principal ensures implementation of state and district curricula and assessments aligned with state standards, including college and career readiness standards. And when you look over, as you go from proficient to distinguished, it is to the extent that the principal takes on the role of being the leader in finding the resources and the materials to make sure that teachers have what they need to be able to impact student achievement. So you can go through there that what we really want to do is make sure that things are aligned. Curriculum alignment, all the way from what the TEKs say to what our curriculum guides say to what goes on in the classroom to how students are assessed and whether or not we can really determine at that point what students need in order to be successful sometime later on, both in life later on and even on the state exams when we take those. Indicator 1B, the principal monitors and ensures high quality instructional practices among teachers and staff that improve student performance. And so we want to be able to go into the classrooms and see great instruction. And when you don't see great instruction, you've got to have effective, targeted professional development to make sure that we're impacting what the teacher does as a professional. And you use any kind of data you get from those classrooms and from any kind of curriculum-based assessments to be able to help determine what needs to go on as far as professional development goes. Indicator 1C, where the principal monitors multiple forms of student data to inform instruction and intervention decisions to maximize student achievement. A couple of things. We live in a very strong data-driven world in which we get tons of information, whether it be from DMAC or any of the other programs that we have, to determine what our students need. And so what this does is that you're going to have a regular dialogue about the needs of students with your teachers. You've got to visit those classrooms on a regular basis as a principal, and you want to become a referent. You want to become the person people come to when you're discussing best practices in regard to instruction. And 1D, the principal ensures that effective instruction maximizes growth of individual students and student groups, supports equity, and eliminates the achievement gap. And ultimately, what you want to do is build positive relationships with parents and community. And this is done not through handling all the negative things that you have to do at some point. By being proactive, though, in making sure that you're recognizing student achievement, recognizing positive things that students are doing. Anytime you let a parent know something good's going on, you're building that relationship in a very positive way, so if you need them for something else later on, you're going to have them on your side. If you're going to maintain parents as a stranger, then you're going to deal with the consequences of that if you need something later on. And then you also have to make sure that as a principal you recognize and address the academic and social needs of the student, and if there are gaps in place right there, that you find an appropriate and targeted way to be able to address those gaps. Now when it comes to the T-PESS, there are a number of places to find evidence. And you can see right here that everything from the campus improvement plan to testing data to various team type situations, stakeholder surveys, but there's always an other. And I recommend for any principal that they put together a portfolio of some sort where anytime they have something that they believe is going to help them and to help make their case that they're doing what they need to be doing in these areas, they slide it in there or put it onto a folder on their desktop so that they can have that if it's needed sometime later on. And guys, TCPEA is here to make a difference in the lives of principals. I recommend that if you have an opportunity, get onto our website, tcpea.org, and join us today.